Alright, I'm recording on my phone and I'm sorry, I am beat tired. They have the fireworks sound effects going on, um, like crazy. Uh, I've been at work since 8, got off at like 6, went and got something to eat. Stranger Things came out at 8 p.m., so I was like, I want to watch it. It's the final episode. I think it's the final season. I don't know. Um, so today was a bit of a day. It was. Um, I ate before I went to work. I got to work super early. It was truck day. Um, I feel like they set this up. Obviously, had to. Um, the coworker I've been talking about in my videos, she decided to tell the workers that I was working with they unload and they stock, so they're stockers or associates. Um, she decided to tell them to do everything except go through the truck like the first 10 to 15, 20, 30 minutes, which means that we started the truck late. So I raised hell. I did very much so. I raised hell because everybody knows when there's a truck, you do not push freight. You do not push freight. So I raised hell. And it pissed me off. And for some reason, I didn't realize I was hungry. I'm at my weakest when I'm hungry. Everything goes out the window. I'm irritated. I cannot have cigarettes and be calm. I can not have money and be calm. But being hungry, that's a different type of patience. Like I gotta be by myself secluded. Otherwise, I become very irate and all hell breaks loose. So I snapped and then I kept snapping because she just kept doing stuff on purpose, trying to go around me, undermine me. I'm the freight flow manager, so and I told her this before, the back room is my back room. That's what I was told when I was hired. The sales floor is my floor because that's what a freight is. We follow the freight flow. I am the freight, the whole company's entire dogma, whatever, is surrounded by freight flow, the flow of freight. They have papers that come out for it, whatever. We do the truck, we separate the brake packs, we do soft lines first, brake packs first, soft lines first. She kept putting the brake packs on pallets, and this is like the third time we got into it, and I feel like she did it on purpose so that I could snap. And I feel like the V2K was, you know, she has V2K as well, but she doesn't talk about it. I believe she's a target individual too because she has a horrible body odor. Um, so they're probably torturing her as well. At one point, I seen that they gave her paranikia, but that doesn't mean that you have to be an asshole. That just means that you're too stupid to defend yourself properly. So she just kept starting drama, and they have complicit targeted individuals in place to start drama like that. They do. Um, and I was hungry. So I had no more patience. I was hungry and I was running on 4 hours of sleep because I got off at 9:30 last night. I don't think I went to sleep until 12 and I woke back up at like 4:40. So you got the V2K yelling in the noise campaign, so I didn't get much sleep and I was hungry. Recipe for disaster. So I fired off. Today I had no patience for her ignorance. Um, None of what she did was justified. And I said, if I explain it to the regional manager, the way that you did everything, he's going to agree with me. And he is, because it's literally in their paperwork how we do things, and you just did everything wrong. So, and I explained that to her, and I explained that to the store manager, And then everything kind of blew over. I got to work from start to finish. I was at work. Oh, and now they're doing, the FBI is doing this thing where they are telling the store, because the store manager's in on, she knows about it. They're saying, I guess they telling the coworker to tell the store manager or the store manager, whatever, to document my cigarette breaks. I take 2 cigarette breaks, but then like there's a point where I stayed doing a double, and I swapped from 2 cigarette breaks per shift to just, well, 3, because I take my lunch. And I take a cigarette break like every 2 hours because I'm working my behind off. I am on the floor 24/7, and I'm pushing that freight. They are trying to do what they did at the facility and start drama about cigarette breaks. So the last time they did this, I think I just left my job because they were just doing the most. And then it was contract jobs where I was working as a CNA at facilities, and they were doing the same thing. But then the other nurses and the other CNAs, all of them could take unlimited smoke breaks, disappear off the floor for hours, come back, no one says anything. But as soon as I disappear, all hell breaks loose. And I didn't know I was a targeted individual at the time, but I learned. But it's mainly because I'm doing all the work. Like today, I was doing the truck. I was doing, I was throwing away the boxes. I was throwing away the trash. I did the brake packs. After one of my associates left, I did the brake packs by myself. So basically, for the most part, I'm doing the entire back room kind of by myself with a little bit of help. And they know that. The cameras see it. I tell them all the time, if you have a complaint, look at the cameras. So this is what it's like to be targeted at work. So you have to make some adjustments, like no smoking at work or just quit smoking altogether. Um, Other than that, I do everything just fine. I work my shift, I work my money, I work my overtime, I work my hours, and I go. I leave. I get my check and I leave. Other than that, it's the gangstalking, which is why I wear my camera on my hip, my body camera, and I record all of their daily drama and their tactics. Um, yeah. As for the civil lawsuit, I just got a letter. I just got another letter in the mail from the United States District Court, Office Court from Orlando, Florida. I have yet to read it because it's been a long day, and I don't have the energy for it. I'll read it in the morning, um, and deal with it tomorrow. I've sent down all my paperwork that I need to send in for this week. If there's anything else, I will discover it in the morning, because right now I can't deal with it. Um, and as far as weight loss and constipation, they tried all day long while I was in the middle of working to release a bowel movement or give me gas. And I actually held on to it until I got home tonight. Got back to the house, so around 7:30 or 7:40, I held the bowel movement all day. It was actually one long bowel movement. And then they just sent another bowel movement because I was outside recording the CIA sound effects, the fireworks that they're doing. As you could tell, it's kind of quiet. You can hear certain bumps, bumps, bump in the background, but it's not as loud as when all the cameras stop recording. Um, and yeah, um, so constipation, they're still doing it. I'm eating vegetables, tofu, beans, sweet potatoes, just and fruit, oranges, and my bowels come out solid. Not like dry solid, but solid, packed, compact, long, like they've been forced to sit there for far too long on a vegan diet. It doesn't make sense. It will never make sense to be constipated on a vegan diet and then purposely slowing down my weight loss. It'll never make sense. They just don't want certain people being and looking their best. The whole purpose of Xerxes Song and MK Ultra and all these programs was to get people to unalive themselves or get them to go crazy, to mentally institutionalize them or get them incarcerated for a very long period of time or get them, to become compliant. And I was never that person. I don't have a problem with authority. I have a problem with satanic, psychopathic pedophiles trying to control my life. And they've been doing that for 3 decades, which is why I'm documenting my daily videos. I understand this is a long video. Many people probably won't watch it. It'll give me something to revisit, a good memory of another day that I overcame. But it is what it is. Hopefully, lessons I learned through these videos from people in the future. That is my hope. That I live long enough to tell people what they're actually going through. Oh, hold on, wait. Wait, because this is like, I guess this is where my weight is right now, and this is my armor. Um, but yeah, everything is just kind of the same. I think it's like the same 220 pounds. If I were to step on the scale, it would be the same 220 pounds for the past 4 months. And I'm also uploading my logs from my watch as of today. Jesus Christ. I think 29,000 steps, and I was supposed to burn 1,629 calories.